Yo, over here. Over here, guys. Oh, shit. Well, a lump of coal for those three fellas, eh? Wasn't that a juicy, cheeky little clip? Hope you guys are having a super day so far. Today, my friends, I am showing you something that you might not be aware of. Well, I wasn't aware of it, so I figured some of you guys might not know about it. So here we are. As always, my friends, you know what to do. If you want to help me out, smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you do not miss an upload. What am I bringing your attention to today? Well, it is the fact that the Dares of Eternity loot pool actually got updated this season. I wasn't actually aware of this until quite recently, some of my viewers let me know. But basically, the season 14 splicer weapons have been available all week. And tomorrow at reset, they will be going away. They will return in 3 weeks from now. But that's 3 weeks is a long time to wait for these beautiful guns. And which guns are we talking about? We're talking about the Farewell Sidearm, the Ignition Code Grenade Launcher that can get slide shot and blinding grenades, which is insane in PvE. You've got Grid Skipper, which is a fantastic energy pulse rifle that again is good in both PvE and PvP. And then they have my favorite, one of my favorite weapons in the game actually, the Chroma Rush, a kinetic 720 RPM auto rifle. And if you get a roll like this, for example, with high range and kill clip and a stability perk, then you are going to be laughing. This gun is absolutely brilliant. All you've got to do is just run some Dares of Eternity, and if you get lucky, unlike me getting crushed to death and then getting a main ingredient, you know, that's life sometimes, could walk away with a God Roll Chroma Rush, a God Roll Grid Skipper, a God Roll Ignition Code, and I'm telling you, any one of these guns are very, very good. To be honest, in my opinion, this is the Season of the Splicer set of weapons are the best seasonal set of weapons Destiny has ever produced for the game. And if you don't agree, then I have a simple question for you. Just let me know which seasonal set of weapons you think is actually better than these, because for me, this is as good as it's going to get. And I'll tell you the reason why I believe that. It's because the three standout weapons up from this set are the Chroma Rush that you can see on your screens here, the Ignition Code Grenade Launcher, and the Grid Skipper Pulse Rifle. And unlike a lot of seasonal weapons, especially when you look at sets of seasonal weapons that come each season, sometimes they tend to be like focused on PvE, right? Or sometimes there might be a few that are good in PvP. But what you get with these three guns is three weapons, maybe less so Chroma Rush in PvE, but what you have is weapons that have fantastic perk pools that can be very, very good and can excel in PvE and PvP. They have a great aesthetic to them. They have a nice sound, you know, they have good sights. Everything about these guns just really, really felt good. And when I think about Season of the Splicer in general, I feel like it's one of the more well-received seasons. I could be wrong, but at least in my own head, I don't remember feeling too bad about seasonal weapons back then. And when I would get a seasonal gun, I would be pretty excited. I'd be pretty motivated to get involved and play, to get a Chroma Rush, to get a Grid Skipper, to get an Ignition Code. Even the Farewell Sidearm is really good. Now, up until now, the only way to actually get these weapons was via Xur, and I've been covering these weapons pretty extensively via Xur. I've done videos on several different Grid Skippers and several different Farewells. I don't think Xur's actually ever sold a good Chroma Rush though. So this is now finally an opportunity for those of you who did not play in Season 14 to really get your teeth into these weapons, because some of them are really, really nice. In my opinion, Chroma Rush potentially is the best 720 RPM auto rifle in the game for PvP. If you get that perfect roll with 100 recoil direction, with a good stability perk in the first column, or say perhaps moving target in the first column, and then you pair that up with kill clip, you know, you're going to have a gun with around 25-26 meters of range, well, before it has range fall off. And then with kill clip, you're going to be having absolutely obscene time to kill ratios with this gun. It is probably one of the most slept on primary weapons in the game. The only issue is that you do need a good roll. There are some things on these guns that hold them back, particularly the recoil direction, and the base stats are not exactly top tier, but it's one of those things where it can go from being a kind of an average gun to, when you get a really good roll, it just becomes a monster. And this roll I have in the gameplay here was a heating up kill clip roll, and it's really, really good. The only thing I would prefer is to not have two kill perks. You know, instead of heating up and kill clip, I'd rather have dynamic sway reduction or moving target to, you know, have something active in every duel, not just duels after you secure a kill. I've done a few videos on this heating up kill clip Chroma Rush, and for me, once I get a kill with this gun, it becomes exotic tier. But consistency wise, it could be better. And Dares of Eternity is going to be here all week, every week. The only thing is, reset tomorrow, it's no longer going to be this section of weapons, this pool of guns. is going to switch to a different pool of seasonal weapons. At reset, the rotation is going to go to season 12 weapons. And in my opinion, season 12's selection of seasonal guns are probably some of the weakest they've ever had, at least in terms of viability in both PvP and PvE. There are some good guns there. The friction fire is not bad, but in general, yeah, the season 12 weapons, I'm not a big fan of them. I remember the reaction of the community to those weapons when they came out was pretty poor as well. And the week after that, we're going to be going to season 13, which is not bad actually. There are some decent weapons in season of the Chosen. Extraordinary Rendition, kinetic SMG is very good. The brass attacks is really nice. Far Future is a good sniper rifle. So there's going to be some really decent reasons to run the Dares of Eternity activity, and I think Bungie deserves some credit for this. They've done a good job with this and given us reasons to continuously go into Dares of Eternity to get your hands on these weapons. But like I said, in my opinion, season 14, season of the splicer weapons, hands down are the best weapons on offer. So next week and the week after, it won't be so great, but the week after that, we're going to be eating good. And at least as far as this video goes, you've got around probably slightly less than 24 hours now to jump in Dares, get some Dares runs in, and you can walk away with a really nice season 14 weapon today before reset tomorrow. I know the video is coming out with not much time to, there's not much time for you guys to react to this. Hopefully you have notifications on. If you don't, make sure you turn them on, subscribe and like and comment and all that good stuff. And that way you will always be ready when I have these little tips for you guys. So yeah, get in the Dares of Eternity playlist and grab yourself some of the best seasonal weapons Destiny 2's ever had on offer. This gameplay here, Grid Skipper, I think this was a Xur Skipper that he was selling last season, and we dropped a nice little, we ran out of medals in a game of Rumble. Oh Rumble, how I miss you. I miss you so bad, Rumble. I just want her back, man. Rumble was my main squeeze. No, but seriously, I miss Rumble, man. Team quick play. You know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, guys. But anyway, my friends, video is coming to the end here. Like I said, you've got 24 hours. Get in the Dares playlist to grab yourself some beautiful guns. I'm now going to be live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Sheikh. I'm going to be jumping into Trials of Osiris with my viewers. So if you've never been to my stream, come through. Maybe you'll win the raffle and we can play Trials together and get some sweet loot. Speaking of sweet loot, shout out to my sponsors, Battle Beaver Customs. Use code DFP for a 10% discount on your custom controller. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.